is the final result, and it took all of, I don't know, 10 minutes. So a couple weeks ago I was looking for blade guard material for my buck saw that I'm restoring, and a lot of people recommended getting an old fire hose, and you can buy a 2.5-inch fire hose, 50 feet, usually around 20 bucks. I ended up getting this for 10 bucks on Facebook Marketplace. It was nearby, I went and picked it up. And this has a ton of uses, I'm finding out. One of them obviously is blade guards for saws, and I'm going to make a bunch more of these, but I also thought it would be a good idea to make a blade guard for my old axe. So that's what I'm in the process of making now, a new blade guard for this. So let me finish this up and let me show you how I make it. When you get a fire hose, it's actually double lined. So you can see there's an inner liner and an outer liner here. This is the outer liner. It's just fabric. It's kind of like a canvas fabric. It's really strong. And here is the inner liner, and it's the same material on one side. On the inside, it's rubber coated. So I decided to go with the rubber coated side as the guard for the axe. I just measured a little bit past the edge. You have to remember it's tapered. So I just measured, you know, 1 inch on either side. And then I used something with a nice sharp point, and I bored through it. I took a hammer and I kind of pounded through here and opened up that hole big enough to get a rivet through it. Again, this is canvas, so it didn't work well. I tried one before without using a washer, but you needed to have a washer on it or else it just tore through. So that's the rivet through with the washer. You put a washer on the other side. That's what it looks like. Now we have to flatten it out over on the vise. It's funny that I use this vise a lot more. I actually have an old anvil, but it's a pain to get out, so I end up using this just because it's convenient. You don't want to slam this too hard. These are aluminum washers. You don't want to pound through or you'll break this end. So I just like to flatten it out a little, and then I use the peening end to peen over the rivet. Not too hard, you don't want to rip through the canvas. Just get a nice secure edge. So that's the blade guard with the 4 rivets in it, but I wanted something to hold it on there instead of just sitting on there like that. And I found in my scrap pile, I found this old rubber hose. And I think if I rivet this in place, this will provide a good little elastic kind of strap to hold on there. You could use anything, rope, bungee cord, whatever you have, but I thought this would just be a nice way to hold that on there. So I'm going to rivet that in place now. So after riveting the rubber tube on and flattening it out as much as I could on the inside, there is the final result. And it took all of, I don't know, 10 minutes. And that's a really nice way to keep your axe sharp and safe. If you're carrying it around, you can just throw it on there. And you're not worried about hitting anything or hurting yourself or anybody or scraping up anything or dulling the blade. So I hope you like the guard. Let me know what you think. Thanks.